You may have received this tiny postcard in the mail, and on it, it explains that you're entitled to even a tinier amount of money, $1.50 to be exact. And a former Ohio Attorney General turned class action lawyer says the amount is irrelevant, but the state charging you for something that doesn't exist, he says could open the floodgates for criminal behavior. Long lines, wait times, paperwork, and of course, fees. They're just some of the things expected whenever you walk through the BMV doors. But one small fee 3 million people may have overlooked made the state a cool $5 million. It was listed as a $1.50 fee for lamination for your license, which wasn't needed. The state claims they just forgot to relabel the fee, which is now used to essentially send your info to the company which actually makes the license. Let's start with this postcard that caught my eye. I laughed a little bit because I'm like, $1.50? Why am I gonna sign up for this? What am I gonna do with $1.50?
I happen to think that in circumstances like this, when somebody's stealing a little bit of money from a lot of people, that there's really no better way to make sure that people are held accountable.
Mark Dan, the former Ohio Attorney General, once safeguarded the state. Now he finds pleasure in taking on Ohio. His office happily fielded the thousands of calls that flooded in asking about this class action.
There's a lot of debate going on about whether class actions are a good way to resolve problems.
Dan says some people have a negative connotation of class actions, like lawyers or people looking to get rich quick. And I'm sure you've received multiple notices in your life about potentially being a part of a class action. Class action lawsuits right now are at an all-time high. In 2022, class action lawsuits set a new billion-dollar settlement record. And the same year, consumer fraud class actions totaled $8.6 billion, according to the Duane Morris Class Action Review.
We don't bring cases just to make money.
Dan and his firm estimate they have already put more than $1 million of work into this case. But a judge recently sided with the state, so Dan's firm will eat this cost. There's a very important reason, though, that this case matters. The state misled the consumer for a 2-year period.
Over $5 million of extra money that went to the state that should belong in the pockets of Ohio taxpayers.
On top of that, taxpayer dollars were used to fight this case over the last 4 years. The state declined to comment, but I did find out through the Freedom of Information Act that $300,500 were spent on outside legal counsel to fight this. This class action lawsuit has yet to serve the justice Dan is hoping for, but he believes this fight is worth the huge effort his firm is putting in, even if it only puts $1.50 back into your pocket. So next time I look at this, I should think I can change the way things work around here.
Exactly. One voice, one medical student and a mom who was upset that her son's first driver's license was overcharged. They're gonna make it better for 3 million people.
Local 12 has more consumer stories just like this. Don't forget to click the links and press subscribe.